Greg.
Joe, Kurtwood, how are you both?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well. Good to see you.
Glad to hear
And got to tell you, Red and Kitty have always been two of my favorite people because
Thank
just the way they
you.
are. Yes, and I was going to say, even Kurtwood just started even with Red. You used to watch the old show, and then you watch the new one.
Uh,
I'm a grandfather. I understand him.
yeah. Right. You thought you had it made, and then all of a sudden these little munchkins appear. Yeah. Right.
Yep, and I always want to borrow your stuff. It's like, no,
Yeah.
leave it there.
Yeah.
And Deborah Joe, same with you. I mean, she's back, but now Kitty's even got even more like little quips that she's throwing in.
Oh no, Kitty is so happy. She's been alone with Red for a while now. She is so happy.
And I gotta ask, I'm quite sure both of you are happy too. I mean, being back with this series. I mean, Kurtwood, of course, starting out with the '70s show, now the '90s. You're back in the house, back where the basement is, and also, to an extent, have a lot of the old group back together.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh no! This is about how happy you must be.
How happy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy. Yes. Me personally as an actor, it's great to be back doing the show and working with DJ, and I so appreciated the writing from the first show, and so I was wondering how that was going to go. I knew that we were probably in good hands because Bonnie and Terry Turner were there, and Greg Mettler, who is the showrunner, and Greg, of course, was a writer on the '70s show. So I thought we were probably in good hands. And boy, first script right away, there it was. I mean, obviously it changes, but I mean, it was clear that we were in good hands.
Fantastic. And as I say, Deborah Joe, evidently, of course, the two of you definitely want to be a part of it because you're both executive producers of this show.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We're not entirely clear as to what that entails, but yes, we are.
haven't found our place.
No,
as
we
executive
were
producers.
dealing with so many things. COVID was a something to deal with, and and everybody it was almost like nobody had a separate job. It was just everybody kind of just trying to bring it all together as as best we could, and I think we did a darn good job.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And a lot of funny things in it too as well, because like Kurtwood, there's the one scene where the young lady playing your granddaughter has a camera, and she's telling everybody, "No, I'm not taking a picture until everybody gets together in the group because I can't waste these 12 exposures." And I told the kids, I said, that was true.
Yeah.
Your parents would not let you.
Yeah.
And now you have your phone and you can take 1,000,000 pictures. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, we take pictures of half-eaten sandwiches. Like, oh, look, this was so good. I'm saving the other half.
That's so true. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Look at my breakfast.
Yeah.
Ba-bum. Yeah.
Right, and there, and yeah, my
Food
grandkids
art.
can understand. Right. Why don't you have more pictures when you were growing up? You could afford the film.
Right,
So
right.
we just have the one. And then also, Kurtwood, there's so many surprises. I'll just put it that way, as far as people who show up. But I mean, it was just a great reunion.
Oh, that was just the best. We had a few different days with the legacy cast coming back to visit, and it was very exciting, and Deborah Joe cried.
I
and it
cried.
was great.
I found it very emotional. I was just like, they didn't come all at once. They came when they had to shoot their thing,
Right.
And every time they walk through that living room door, they come in the sliding kitchen doors. There would just be a moment, and I found, I watched Laura particularly because, Laura shows everything on her face, and I watched Laura walk on the set, and she went, oh, and she was on the living room set, and she went, oh, and then she was just still, and I just knew that there was just like photographs, memories, just flooding, because, I mean, it meant a lot to me, but they grew up. There's all those growing up memories that, just came flooding into them. It was really, I mean, this is a gift. This is a lovely thing that we have been given. So we're trying to take care of it.
Can't say it any better, but thank you very much. That was a great way to end this conversation. Thank you both very, very much for your time.
Thank you.
And look forward to watching more and see you for the 20s show.
Thank you. Okay.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Hello.
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, good to see you, and good to see the 90s again for at least a hot second. That was fun, and I just want to say, yeah, it takes you way back and makes you think about a lot of different things. But the main thing is, like, Natalie, like with your character, you know, here you go, you're supposed to be going on this special vacation, wind up, next thing you know, having to stay with the grandparents. And then now meeting a whole bunch of new friends. I mean, that just had to be an interesting scenario for you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think, you know, Leia's kind of ready to find herself and be on her own for a little bit. When she goes to Point Place and meets all these amazing kids, she kind of realizes what she's been missing out on. So she wants to stay longer and kind of get to know everyone a little bit better.
Yeah, and we're mega cool, so.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right, Ashley, you're the next door neighbor, and yeah, you're the one who first finds her and like, hey, come join us. Hang out
Yeah,
over here and have
right?
a good time.
You gotta be inclusive, and look at this one. She's so cute.
And Mace, where are you?
Right here, sir. In the
There
back,
you go.
Chilling.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
good.
How about yourself?
Good. So, I mean, even like for you, I guess one question I really want to ask everybody to an extent is, obviously, I'm quite sure none of you were even born in the 90s or anything like that. What was one of the most interesting things that you saw that you're probably sitting around going, I can't imagine this actually happening?
Oh, well, there was an episode where was it there was like old technology like dial up. What was it again?
Dial-up.
So I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm talking
America
about.
Online.
Like
Oh, yeah.
it took a long time to
No,
get.
she got a computer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the computer.
computer,
It was a
yeah.
computer, and it took so long to like start it up, and like Kitty would press shut down or something, and
Just
it
restart.
would take restart, and it would take 5 minutes to restart. Like I could like get my phone out and like do anything with it right now within like a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the sound of the, like,
Oh, yeah.
Iconic.
yes, exactly.
It's thinking.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
You should do sound effects.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You're the
I was
new
just saying,
Foley artist.
we all knew that stuff, you know, from back in the day. Because, yeah, that's when, like you said, everything was new. And also, Maxwell, where are you?
Hi.
There you go, back there. I've got my scorecard in front of me, so that's why. Look at how I'm just trying to check things out. And even like for your character, I mean, here's a guy, he's, you know, got a girlfriend, and he also likes to drink beer.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the 90s.
Welcome to the 90s. I think.
I think that's pretty timeless.
Oh, no, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
No, after you.
I was going to say, yeah, talk a little bit about that, just thinking, this is what they really used to do back then.
Well, it was really funny. My mom kept saying, every time I would put on a piece of clothing, she'd be like, your dad had that exact, like those exact pairs of shoes, that exact jersey. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm turning into my dad. This is wonderful. And I think the funniest part is like they gave me a real like empty keg. And they were like, pick it up. And I picked this thing up. It's like 70 pounds. I was just like, how am I supposed to carry this down the stairs? That's fun.
What we did, which was kind of like what you did,
Yeah.
it rolled down the steps. As long as
You know what?
don't
It didn't break. It's all good.
Yeah, and as long as you get the deposit back, you're good. Sam, how about you? How were things back then for you? Just checking things out.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just being transported back into the 90s was really cool.
Yeah.
And especially being a fan of that 70s show, seeing the basement in real life
Oh, yeah.
was like, whoa, you know, the like a pinch me moment. So, and I already take a lot of inspiration from 90s grunge fashion in my own personal style. So it wasn't really too hard to transition, except Nikki's fashion is more 17 magazine than grunge. Yep. So I was like drooling over Gwen's wardrobe the entire time. And I was like, I wish I was you. But also Nikki's wardrobe is so cool. I was introduced to paper bag shorts. And I never would have worn them in real life, so it was really interesting. It was really cool.
Maybe season 2 you can borrow a few of Gwen's things.
Yeah,
That's
the
a good-
Nikki
we should do
Riot
like
Girl
a
art.
Nikki Riot.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
We had weird fashion sense back then. But great talking to all of you. Thank you all so very, very much. And I just have to throw this out real quick. The thing about the camera not wasting film, that was true.
Word.
That was true.
Yeah.
The parents, don't take a picture of that. No.
Yeah.
Okay. But thank you all very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.